in the middle of all of it, I started fighting King Louis. It really wasn't a contest. He was beating the shit out of me, but
I want to fight him.
almost every night you could have been out until 4 or 5 a.m.
Having 10k DPS isn't that special.
Pulse device could be to Monad as the Solana phone was to Solana.
Apps make chains, not the other way around.
The three winners on both madnesses, they have this logic of.
All right, so about 48 hours ago, I was still in Thailand. Now I'm back in Ireland, and I thought that it would be a good opportunity while it's still fresh to reflect on my trip to Monad Madness, the Monad meetup in Bangkok that I was able to attend for the past week or so. And yeah, so here it goes.
Yeah, so you were at the Monad meetup. There were a lot of events, as far as I understand. If you're from the Monad community, you probably understand that sometimes Nats meet up on events. This one, there were a lot of side events. Monad Madness was a big one. Then there were a lot of talks from founders, and it was for sure a great event for networking for Nats. And me and So weren't there, but Oak was. So I want to ask you, Oak, like, before we get into Monad Madness, what was your vibe of Nats? Are they like introverted people, or are they fun?
Yeah, I would definitely say most of them are pretty extroverted. A lot of them are ready to party. There was almost every night you could have been out until 4 or 5 a.m. After probably the third night, I was just kind of done with that, and I wanted to experience things with more clarity, at least. Like, if I'm going to go to the side events, I don't want to be hungover or tired from the previous night, so I wanted to go there and learn. I really enjoyed the Pulse Kinsu side event of DevCon. It was like a consumer crypto event, and yeah, I got to see the Pulse device demonstrated in person by King Louis and Taylor Whaley and a few other people. It was really cool to watch that being used and hang out with those people.
How is networking at these events? Because like most nats aren't even doxed, so you don't know who are you going to be talking to.
At this point, this is my third event, so I know what people look like. There wasn't many surprises. I guess there was amongst the Thai, like the Indonad, Thainad, Asia Pacific community of Monad people. I guess I didn't recognize a lot of them, but then like a bunch of them are doxed, like Beans and a bunch of others. So
Yeah, I was gonna ask you if you tried the Pulse device.
I didn't personally try it, no.
Did you get to see the graphics or the insides of the APIs?
Yeah, it looks really cool. It tracks heart rate. There was a member of the Pulse team. He was showing it off. I don't know. There was a lot of distractions. Like literally in the middle of it all, like King Louis wanted to box me because there was like boxing gloves. So like in the middle of all of it, I started fighting King Louis.
There's a video of that?
I don't know. There might be.
That would be interesting.
He used to train as a boxer, so he has some kind of Muay Thai training or something like that. So it really wasn't a contest. He was beating the shit out of me, but I got a few hits in. Yeah, King Louis is one of the biggest personalities in Monad. Just like, I mean, if you listen to his natting spaces, you can kind of tell that. But he's a lot of fun to be around, and I was lucky enough to go to some events with him. And he also has said that he'll come on our podcast. It was cool. A lot of cool networking.
I hope someone has the video of you fighting Louis. I want to fight him.
Yeah, I think if anybody has it, it's the people from Pulse.
And when you go about networking at these events, whatever you want, like if you want a Monad job or if you want to get people on the podcast, like how do you go about it? Do you just like start a conversation or pitch them straight away, or how do you meet these people?
I mean, honestly, I know it's a pretty small podcast and we've only done 5 episodes, but almost everybody has heard of us now. And like a lot of the projects I've made videos about, so they know who I am to some degree. So I just walked up to them and asked them if they would be open to it. So it's not.
There's no magic.
Yeah, there's no magic. It's easy now. It's easy.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. And more things that you did there in Thailand. Did you visit anything?
There was one day where we took like a boat trip and we went to a temple And then we all got Thai back massages, which the Thai back massages are as advertised. And then afterwards, there was one of the dinners where I think you'll see some of the videos like we were doing, like push-up competitions and plank competitions. I think William commented on one of them that he'd beat us all.
Who won?
Easy.
Like I was gonna win one, but somebody sat on me. Haley won one. It was also one of the nights where I actually drank, so I don't remember. I just remember Pure Soul yelling, cheering us on in the background. You know, Pure Soul being Pure Soul.
Did you meet the team from Monad?
Yeah, I met everybody. Keone, Eunice. I hadn't met Fitz before. That was cool. Tunes. Yeah, everybody.
All right, cool. I guess we can get into Monad Madness. So Rarebet Sports, we dropped the podcast 1 week before they won the event, but how do you feel about the winners? I think it was Rarebet Sports number 1, then Kizzy and Sparkball.
There was a lot of good contestants there. I'm a big fan of Rarebet Sports. I'm happy for them. They deserved it. I know they were told leading up to the event that they had to change their whole presentation around basically the night before. Yeah, they changed their total presentation around the night before. They were reading off note cards, but it still came off really smooth, and the presentation was good, and obviously they won. Kizzy, I'm not surprised at all about. Like I'm an alpha tester. Like, in my opinion, their app is cleaner than a lot of other applications that I use on my phone. It's amazing how nice that application is. Then the third place, I mean, Sparkball, super cool. They're going to be on the Xbox console. Bringing Web3 to the masses like that is really impressive to me, but I only hear good things. Some of the ones that I thought were also really good, I mean, I want that Pulse device just to play around with it. Another one that I liked the presentation of, but they're really early stage, and they actually didn't even get into the final 10, was Monart. For people who don't know, I have a history of being involved in e-commerce. I've had e-commerce stores since my early to mid 20s, and they are creating kind of a Web 2.5 e-commerce store where they're creating merchandise that it corresponds to Monad culture, whether it's Monanimals or Monad memes. They're creating physical products and they're going to sell them online on the blockchain. So I thought that was a cool little project. Yeah, there was a lot of good ones, but specifically the ones that jumped out to me, things that I want to do myself, like Pulse. That device looks cool. I want it. You ordered it?
Yeah. Back in Wave 2.
Cool.
And the price is increasing, so if you want it, sooner the better, I'd say. From the first time I heard Nix talking about their device and what they want to do and the possibilities that they have, I thought that they might have something there. And I was looking to get something like that, so I jumped into it right away. I was kind of surprised like you. I thought they would be on the top 3.
Yeah, I think that Pulse device could be to Monad as the Solana phone was to Solana. Like bringing in consumers in a way that will really help Monad in the long run.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously, Sparkball, I've played a few games. Very bad player, but I have fun. Everyone is loving it. I can really see Sparkball being a very popular game in the coming months. Yeah, I'm very, very bullish on Sparkball too. Is there any other project that you guys liked from Madness?
There was Monorail, that was kind of cool, but it's an aggregator, a DEX AMM aggregator. Like their presentation to me was really good, but obviously they have a bunch of competitors. So of all the things that were there that I can see bringing in new users into crypto, I mean, that's ultimately what you want. You want products that will bring people that are not already in crypto and get them exposed to Monad. Like Kizzy could potentially bring in like people that are interested in betting on Mr. Beast videos. Like that's huge. That could bring in people that have never bought a crypto before. RBS, like I haven't seen their application in hand yet. I saw kind of demoed in front of me. If that application is super clean and easier to use than the current Web 2 version, you know, that might bring in a lot of people into crypto that that are not native right now?
Yeah, I think it was clear on the first madness. It's the chain abstraction pillar. The three winners on both madnesses, they have this logic of can be onboarded into the app without touching a wallet or blockchain or whatever directly.
Yeah, for sure, it's a good thing that they make these madness events because apps make chains, not the other way around. Like you don't use Solana because it's Solana, but because it has the best apps on it and it's the easiest. You have Moonshot, easy way to buy meme coins. You have PAMFun, the easiest way to create coins. So like having 10k TPS isn't that special today. But if you have apps that aren't on other blockchains that everyone wants to use, then that's the real thing. For example, Friendtech was like an app 2 years ago or so, and it was on Base and it blew up in a bear market. It was huge at the time because it was a cool app on just like a okay blockchain, but the apps make the blockchain. If you have cool apps on Monad, then people are going to go in. Having like a fast chain is definitely cool, and we definitely need it for the apps to be on it, but it's not enough because people don't come on chain for the chain, but for the apps.
Yeah, just to maybe reference one more app that I found funny, but I'm not sure how their business model will develop. I didn't quite understand that. It was like LootGo, which is a kind of Pokemon Go, but for meme coins.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah, that one is really cool.
The business model was not very clear to me. Maybe I need to watch again their pitch. But basically, you have like loot boxes, right? And then you walk around to get those loot boxes, and when you open them, you get some meme coins.
Yeah, I also would have to rewatch their presentation to refresh myself on exactly how they make money. But I think like part of it is they partner with certain meme coins to help grow their community. And in that partnership, I'm sure they extract some kind of value for helping promote those communities. That's funny. Like of all the projects that I also was interested in, that LootGo was one of them. I totally forgot about it because I myself like to walk a lot. And with a product like LootGo, like you can go do your 10 or 15 kilometer walk or whatever you want to do that day. And in the process, get one of those loot boxes and get some coins. Yeah, I had forgotten about that. There's just so many there.
Yeah, there's like 25 teams competing. I think it was more than on the first Madness. I think there was like 16 in the first one. Now it's 25. It's really a lot of teams.
There were some there that had applied but didn't get in, like No More Lonely Life. I think they applied to get in and they were rejected. That's like a dating, like kind of friend finding dApp, basically trying to make it so like crypto users can find other crypto user friends. The thesis there is like in your city, do you know other crypto people? And it's kind of a way to connect them, whether it's dating or just like finding friends.
Yeah, they've been doing some fun posts on their socials.
Yeah, I made friends with one of the founders. He's really funny. And when you say like putting a dating app on the blockchain, it sounds kind of cringe, but the way he talked about it, the way he explained it, sounds useful. Like in Ireland, there's not very many people that are into Monad or Web3 anything, and a app like that can help connect people.
Yeah, one last thing that I think it's worth mentioning is the structure of this second Madness. I think it was way better than the first one. The structure of the 25 teams doing the first pitch in the first day, and then the second day it was like a speed dating pitch, and then there was more time for questions from the jury. I think it was useful to get more information and make things more smooth. And also on the online thing, the experience was better than in the first time, I think. On the first event, it was harder. The quality was not that great. You couldn't see the presentations on the screens, and now everything was perfect.
Yeah, like I think this whole Monad Madness thing, like it's another kind of 0 to 1 product that's in the Monad ecosystem. Like in the future, this thing they created it never was happened before. They never had kind of a TV show where you got to pitch like it's Shark Tank. And I think each and every one is going to get a little bit better. They're going to keep refining it. And I think it's going to lead to new products that are new for consumers to pay attention to Monad versus other chains that don't have this. Imagine like Monad after Mainnet gets so big and like Mark Cuban or somebody wants to participate because he also has invested in crypto projects before. Like it would be cool if it gets that big, and you never know.
Yeah, we'll be here to watch it grow and see the next steps.